GitHub account, then I'll ask you to share your screen and we'll we'll see the how you can clone and how we can push the code. Does anybody created GitHub account?
Yeah, I am my GitHub account. Yeah, yeah, sir. Yeah,
No,
I'm
no.
sharing my
First,
email in the chat.
yeah, you can share me. Okay, so I'm going to give you first. Let me show you how to create the GitHub account. Sorry, GitHub remote repository. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one new repository. Okay, so let's see. This is click on new. Okay, so here I'm giving the repository name. Here I'm giving the repository name. The repository name like PyCore 1. So I'm giving PyCore 1. Okay. And this is I'm giving private and I'm adding the readme.md file and I'm creating the repository. I'm creating the repository. Now this PyCore 1 repository was created. So there is only one file is there. Only one file is there. That is the readme.md file. In this file, this is the text we have. Okay. So this is the folder repository PyCore 1. Okay. PyCore 1 is the repository. So now I wanted to clone this folder into my local folder. I wanted to clone this folder into my local folder. And also, you people should also clone the same repository to your local folder. Okay. So for that, what I asked you yesterday. So first, you people should create a GitHub account. Okay. The second step is the first step is so you should create a GitHub account. The second, as you are using Windows, you should download Git Bash terminal. So this is a Git Bash you need to download and install. So because in this Git Bash terminal, you will run the git commands. Okay, git commands. So first, after creating the GitHub account, this repository you don't have an access. This repository you don't have an access. Okay, you don't have an access. So what you can do, so you can share me the email which you created an account. So I will give you the access for this repository. Okay, so can who are created, so just share me the mail id. Anybody is sharing? Okay, Yashwant, I'm copying. Yeah, now, so what I'm going to do, I'm giving the this repository access to you and collaborators I'm adding. Okay, so I'm adding this to this repository. So this is so Yashwant. So you will get one email.
Yeah, yeah,
So you can share your screen. I'll show you how you can clone this folder. And have you downloaded Git Bash? If not, we can do now.
It
Just
is there,
share
sir.
your screen. Just share your
Yeah,
screen.
it's is it visible, sir? I've shared my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen. Just open your mail and accept the invitation.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah. Yes, you can click on accept invitation. Okay. Just so you have the access because of
Yeah.
that you are able to see this page by core
Yes.
one. Okay. So this repository you need to clone in your local. Okay, so local folder for that what you have already created, no? Okay, just close
Yep.
this window. I'll tell you, just close this window and go to any one of the folder, C drive, D drive or something, any where you want to save. So just go to D drive or some. Okay, so here you can create one folder like what you want, like Python classes or something. Okay. So now here you can right click and show more options. Open the git bash here. Open git bash here. Then it will open in this path. Okay. So now what you can do, go to the Google Chrome once. Just click on the code, green color button code, and copy the URL. Just right side, just click on copy it and go to your terminal, git bash terminal, and here git space clone, git space clone space right click and click on paste. Okay, so yeah, just enter. Oh, cloning to Picor one, invalid username password for this. Okay, you need to configure your um, credentials to git actually. Okay, so how we can just copy this error, remote invalid username or password and pattern, and check it in. Not all this, only just copy this two lines. Yeah, copy and check it in Google how to, like, it will give you some. Paste it. No, how to how to just type it in below, how to configure in git bash, how to configure in git bash terminal. Configure.
I think I need to configure my GitHub account, sir.
Yeah, there are some, like, we need to configure the values, github credentials in this terminal, then it will. The first time maybe you people will this one, this set your global username, right? git
Yeah, I
config
see.
global. This you can give. There you can give the your email ID and password. These are it. Username, and just change the username in the top. So that's what I asked you to store. Oh, no, no, you are giving in wrong place.
Yeah,
So that's what I asked you to like store the username and email and password somewhere. Username also, your name also in the above.
yes.
Username, that is the username.
I think I need
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You need to click on sign in with browser. You have already signed in, right?
Yes,
Then it will
that is
clone.
asking for access.
Yeah, it is already signed in. Just go and check the terminal. It was cloned.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're done.
received.
You're done. Yes. So, guys, make sure you need to configure that. Just share that two lines from the chart GPT, whatever you global configuration, right? Just
Yeah,
share it in the chart. So just copy those configuration commands. Make sure the first step it will ask. Okay. So the next time onwards, it will be easy to clone and push. Okay. And
you stop the screenshot, sir.
yeah, yeah, you can. So now I am going to share my screen now.
Hello. Shall I stop the screen sharing, sir?
Yes, yes, you can stop.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you are able to see the folder in your D drive, right? In Python
Yes, sir.
modules
Yeah.
folder.
Yeah.
So in
Yeah.
that you are seeing one file called readme.md, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So right now there are no what do you say? So there are no code in this. So what I am going to do, I am also going to clone now. Okay, let me show you. So how you opened git bash terminal, no? So in my Mac notebook, directly I have the terminal. I have the terminal. Okay. So here what I'm going to do, so I'm going to change like I'll also open in
So
some my.
screen is not shared.
Oh, is it not shared? Wait, thanks. Now is my screen is up, right?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. So now I'm going to show how to clone in my side. Okay. So I'm just copying this URL. So I'm going to one of my folder here, and users some storage. So I'm going to create new folder, not needed new folder. Let me open open the terminal here in this folder, storage folder. So let me open the terminal at here, new terminal at this folder. Okay, now I am in this storage folder. I'm in this storage folder in this path. So now what I'm going to clone, right? I'm going to clone. I'm going to clone. So um, git git clone and paste this GitHub URL. Then it is also cloning to my storage folder. And if you go and see, so in my storage folder, so PyCore 1 is there. Where it is PyCore 1? Where? Yeah, here it is created. Okay. In this, there is only one file, readme.md. So that is there in this folder. Okay. Now Ashwin, you and me are part of this project. Okay, PyCore one. So we are the employees. We are working on this project. Okay, so I have one task. Okay, I'm going to write my code. Okay, I'm going to write my code. So for that, I'm going to open my editor, Visual Studio Code, and I'm opening up this folder. I'm opening up this folder in this PS Code. Let me open storage PyCore 1. Okay, now here only one file is there, so I'm going to create multiple files. So for that I have already created, right, the last classes in the last classes. So I'm going to there, and I'm just going to copy the what do you say, uh, so demo1.py and data types.py, what are other operators.py. Okay, and any other data types, demo1 and operators and data type 1. So these I'm going to copy and paste it in my in this folder. Just now I created, no. Oh, not this. Users, storage, and PyCore 1, and here I'm pasting 3. Okay, so now you can see these files here. Okay, and I'm going to create new file, notes.py. Notes.py. Okay, notes.py. And and in this notes I'm going to paste the whatever till now I have covered, all the notes I'm going to share now. Okay, so till here I'm going to share now. So from here to starting this, copy, and I'm going to share in this folder. Okay, yeah, so whatever the given task to me, I was completed. Now I am going to push my changes to the git. Okay, so for that what I am going to do, in my terminal I'm going to change the directory pycore 1. Okay, so now I am in pycore 1 folder. So this folder have the git, this is a git folder. Okay, now this, so first time what I'm doing, before push what I'm doing, git pull. I'm taking git pull. So it is already up to date. So whatever the code is there in the git, that is up to date with my code. And now what I am going to do, I am going to add this changes to the git first. So git add space dot. So if you give the instant dot, if you want to do only specific demo demo1 dot py, demo1 dot py, so what will happen, only this file will be added to the git. And likewise you need to add git add some each file. So instead doing all one by one, so you can do git add space dot, then it is, these all are added to the git. Now you need to give commit, git commit minus m, you need to give the message. Okay, so notes update, some message whatever you are going to push, no, that related message you are giving. So this is a command. Can you mute yourself if not talking? Okay, and git commit minus m notes update, so you can take any message here. Okay, notes update I'm giving, so this is a command. So here it is saying, so four files changed, so the four files are created. Okay, so first command is git add dot, second is get commit minus m nodes update. Okay, and and git push. Okay, so now you can see the git folder, just refresh this. Okay, see all the nodes come to here. Okay, all the nodes came here. So what is the commit message? Nodes update, these all are nodes update. How many, uh, what time it is pushed? Okay, just 19. Now here it is, now it is pushed. Okay, so my changes are pushed into git. Okay, now H1, what you can do, just share your screen and will clone this into your local folder.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, I can see your screen. Yeah, so now you are in Python modules, right?
Yeah,
Just go
yes,
to
sir.
the terminal.
Yes,
Just cd space. So you are changing the directory. Cd means change directory.
yeah,
So pycore1 pycore1 and now you are in pycore1. Before running the git command, just go and check the folder, how many files you have in this
only read me, sir.
only readme, right, in
Yeah,
pycore1.
my God. Yeah,
Hmm. Okay, now run the git pull. Go to this and now run the git pull, pull. Enter. Okay, now the files are cloned into
full.
your folder.
Yeah,
Just go and check your folder. Okay, so you, whatever I pushed the code, right, that you
yeah,
are able to. So we all are up to date now.
yes,
We
sir.
all are up to date now. And yeah, do you have VS Code, right? Yeah, you have a VS
Yeah,
Code. So can you
yeah,
open this PyCore one in your VS Code? Now you have the task. Okay, you have the task. You are going to do some changes. You are creating your own code. Okay. Then after changing, you need to push the changes. So I'll show you how you can push. Open folder, not file.
it's still running, loading right now.
Yeah, okay. Open folder. Guys, are you following like how we are like working on the Git? So in real time, in our work environment, we are doing like this daily. So this is what we are going to use. So can you, yeah, open that folder? Yeah, so this is the code. So let's assume you have got one task. So you are going to do some changes. So in this folder, some you can open any file. You can do some changes. Like after this line number 23, you can print just end print. print in string, type end, end. No, no, open parenthesis after print. Open parenthesis. In string you can add end. String means enclosed with the quotation mark. Quotation mark. Double quotation or single quotation you can add. Same as like copy this to line number 24 and paste it in line number 2. Line number 2. Paste and just begin. You can change the end to begin. Remove the end in the string, or start or begin. Okay, fine. Just save.
I saved.
Yeah. So now open the terminal. Okay. Here you can type git space add. First you need to take the pull. Git pull. Git pull. pull. Enter. So it is up to date. No further changes. Nobody was pushed any changes to git. So it is up to
Yes, sir.
date now. And git add space dot. Git space add space dot. Enter.
Yeah.
Okay. And git commit. The next commit is git space commit space -m space. You can give the any message like update updated star print begin and just close the quotation marks. Yeah. Enter. Enter. And now you can run git push. Enter. Now you are pushed your changes to the git. Okay.
Yes,
Just
sir.
stop sharing. I'll share my screen now. Yeah. So now I'm refreshing this page, and if you see updated begin and end statement just now pushed it. Okay. So updated begin and end statement pushed by this person H1. Just now he pushed. Now only. Okay. Now what I have to do, I need to clone this code. So if you see where you added in operators, no, here in demo1.py. So he was added line number 23 and line number 2. These changes are not there right now. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my code. So git pull. I'm running the git pull. Enter. Now this changes were come. So you can see now I can see the changes which Yashwant was pushed. Okay. I hope like you got how we are working with Git in real time. So likewise, we'll work on it. So in daily, so I'll give you the notes through Git. I'll push the notes and files through the Git, and you people just run the git pull command. Then whatever the up to date I am updating here, that will come into your local folder, so you can do the practice and you can refer the notes. Is this clear? Anybody have any questions? Yeah. Now we can continue our topic. So if anybody still not yet created GitHub account, just make sure created and install Git Bash. So I'll give you the repository access to you once you register GitHub and share your email ID to me. and I'll give the access to that PyCore 1 repository. Okay. Now, so yesterday we have seen the operators. There are two more operators left. Okay, we can see that, and we'll start the control statements. Okay, so now see, there are special operators. Special operators. So Python supports there are two special operators. One is the identity operators and membership operators. So there are two kind of operators: identity and membership. So what is identity? Identity operator are used to compare the addresses of the compare the addresses of the objects which are pointed by the operands, which are pointed by the operands. Okay, so identity operators are used to compare the addresses of the objects which are pointed by the operands. So basically, till now what we done, so we compare the data on the data. Okay, so for example, 25 equal to 25. 25 equal to 25. So we are comparing on the uh, uh, wait one minute. Location. Some Naveen is trying to join. It is showing like host is not invited. Hmm. Okay, okay. The link. uh, Okay, just a minute. No, no, I have ending with ZVB, right? That is the only. Yeah, that is only I shared with him. Okay, let him join. Okay, so what we done till now, so we compared on the data only right now, but now this operator. So what are the operators first? So let's see the what are the operators. The operators are is operator and is not operator. Two operators are. So what are those? What are is and is and is not are the operators. Okay. So these operators compare the addresses, not the data. Okay. So for example, if you give a equals to 10, okay, and b equals to 20, okay, a equals 10, b equals to 20. So then what will happen if you compare using is and is not? Okay, so a is b, a is b, so a is b. So then is operator will compare the addresses of these objects, addresses. So do you know how to get to know the address for this a and b? How to know the address? In the last class, previous classes, we used, right, how to check the address of that object. There is a id function, right? Id of a, id of b. So id function will give us the address. So this is something like this. Okay, this id of b will give something like this. Okay. So this is operator will compare the this address, not the data, not the data. Okay, so let me write it in one of the file. In operators only I'll do. Okay, in operators only I'll do. So yeah, so in operators, I'm going to write a special operators, right? So print of. Okay, so I'm taking x equals 10, y equals to 10. So print x is y. Print x is y. So x is y means, so is operator will compare the addresses of the objects. Okay, so let's say, so print x address is id of a. Okay, so in the same way, copy and paste it id of b. Oh, sorry, this is x, right? X and y. This is x and y. This is y. Okay, now you can run this program. So here you can run. See, X address is 433450736. X address, sorry, here Y address, right? So Y address is also same. ID of Y is same. So both the addresses are same. Then this will give you the true. This will give you the true. Okay. So if you take the X Y equals to 12. Okay. So this X address is 816. Y address is 288 0 288. So X is Y is false. And if you use another operator, is not, x is not y, so this is true. So the second one is not is true, is not is true. So these is and is not operators, actually what it will compare, it will compare the addresses, right? Addresses. Lokesh, he joined, he is not able to join. He was not. Naveen joined. Okay, fine. Uh, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah. So now X is and is not operators are comparing the addresses of the object. Okay. So now see, that means why this is X and Y. If we take the same data, okay. If we let me take here. Sorry, here value 10 only. Okay, so if it is x value is 10 and y value is 10, so it is showing the same address. So that means what happened in the background. See, if we know this thing, we will have the good knowledge. So what is happening? See, you are writing some statements, but on that statements, what is happening in the background? So we should aware of that. What is happening in that background? So for this x equals to 10, x equals to 10, when this statement is executed, so one object is created, right? What is that object? Int object. One object is created. Okay, one object is created. So that is the int object, integer object. Okay, and in some address, what is the address? What is the address? 4353 triple two double one two. So this is the address. See, x address is this one. Okay, and this is the value is 10. This is the value is 10. Okay, so we are good, right? We are good. So what happened when we create so when we write this statement for this, this is happen. And next, when it is created for uh, y equals to 10, this is also should create, right, for this statement. But what is happening in python, if it is the same data, if it is the same data, instead of creating one more memory, one more address to this same variable, okay, so it is giving this address to both x and y. For x and for y, so both are referring this address only. X is referencing this address and y is also referencing this address. So it is not creating separately an address for this statement. Only only one, because the data is same, because the data is same. Okay, so for example, if you take x equals to 10, okay, y equals to 20, y equals to 20, then what will happen? So it will create an object for 10, and it will create an object for 20, because this address is different, this data is different, this data is different. So two objects will be created in python. So likewise, the memory is managing in python. Okay, so for this we have one topic called mutable objects, immutable objects, mutable objects, and immutable objects. So there we can see how the objects are creating, how it is creating for the data. So we'll see in that concept. Okay, so here that operators are two operators. One is operator and is not operator. So what it will does, it will compare the addresses, not the value. So all are thinking like it is creating, but it will not create for every same. So that's what we are going to see in that concept. So for example, if I create y equals to some mm, some data, list. I'm taking list. As of now you don't know list, but just I'm giving list is like this. Okay, y is 1 2 3, z is also same data. So if I give print of y address is like if you think, if you write, if you check the is operator, so y is z. So tell me, will it give true or false? Will this give true or false? Y is z. So y is 1 to 3, z is 1 to 3. So if I use is operator, will this give true or false? Can anybody say?
Yeah, it's false, I think.
Hmm?
It's
False.
false.
False. But the content is same, right? Here, if you can see, x equals to 10, y equals to 10, then both x and y are sharing the same address. And here y is also same data and z is also same.
It is array format, in the array format.
Yeah. So
So it
some
will be
objects are creating sharing the same address, but some are, even though data is same, they are sharing. They are creating two different objects. Okay. So this will give false. Correct. Okay. So those things we can see in mutable and immutable object. Okay. Let's run this once again. See, it is giving the false, even the same data. Okay. And so these are the is and is not operators. Now let's go to the another membership operators. The another operator is membership operator. Okay, so membership operators are not used to search for the required element in the given iterable object. Okay, so iterable objects means like group of elements. Okay, so here it is the number of characters is there, no? So this string is the iterable objects. So in this, if you want to search any required element, if you want to search any required element in the given iterable object, so then we are using in, not in operators. In, not in. Okay, so total we have four special operators: is not, in, not in. Okay, so if G in Yogi, so G is present in this iterable object, right? So then it will give you the true. L is L in Yogi. It is not there, right? It will give you the false. Likewise, S not in Yogi. This is true, and I not in Yogi. This will give false. Okay. So let me write the program here. This is list they were taken. List is not we started, right? So I can take the string only. So some Yogi I'm taking. So let me copy that, and I'm going to print here. Okay, I'm going to print here. So GLSI. So G in, I'm using the in operator. So G in Yogi. So this will give true. L in Yogi. This will give false. Now tell me, S not in Yogi. Is it true or false? Is it true or false? Not in operator.
True, true, sir.
Yeah, true. So it is not in, and I not in Yogi. This is
False.
false. Okay. So I hope you understand what is and is not, what and in and not in are doing. Okay, so simply is not are comparing the addresses. Okay, and in, not in are searching the elements from object, from iterable object. So it will search, it will find whether this is present in this or not. So, and both are will give you the boolean output, either true or false. Okay. Now today we'll go to the control flow statements. Control flow statements. Okay, so control flow statement, what are the control flow statements? So by default, Python program executes from starting from one line to executes each and every line, each and every statement in only once. Okay, and terminates if the last statement of the program execution is over. Just a minute. Okay, so so you, as you know, Python program will execute from starting to ending, line by line, statement by statement. So if this is a program, right? So how it will execute? How it will execute? So it will execute from starting to ending. So line by line, line by line. So line by line, line by line, like that. It will execute from top to bottom, top to bottom. It will execute. Okay, so this flow is called normal flow. Okay, this flow is called generally normal flow. This flow is normal flow. So by default Python program execute starts from first line to executes each and every statement one only once, and terminates if the last statement of the program execution is over. So if it is ended with the last statement, then program execution is over and it is terminated. Okay, that is a normal flow. So here the control flow statements, the control flow statements are used to disturb the normal flow of the execution of the program, disturb the normal flow of the execution of the program. So what is disturbing? So for example, so this is executing normally from one by one, from top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom. So this is normal flow. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to disturb this normal flow. I wanted to disturb this normal flow. So what I wanted to disturb? So I wanted to disturb this normal flow, like after executing one two three line, i wanted to skip I wanted to skip execution of these lines. Okay, and again I wanted to run these lines. Okay, and or else I wanted to execute this line, this whatever these comparisons are there, no? So the this statements. So these statements I wanted to repeatedly execute. I wanted to repeatedly execute. Okay, so this is the disturbing the normal flow. Instead of running line by line, I wanted to skip this execution. That is one type of disturbing the execution. And I wanted to execute these three lines, one two three four, these four lines I wanted to repeatedly execute five times. I wanted to execute this five times repeatedly. Okay, so likewise we will do some uh, disturbance of the execution. Okay, so this is the control by using the control flow statements. So we will write some statements. So those we are calling as control flow statements that are used to disturb the normal flow. Okay, so to disturb them we need to write some statement that are called control flow statements of the execution of the program. So there are two kind of control flow statements. One is the conditional statement, another one is the looping statement. Another one is the looping statement. So conditional statements are used to disturb the normal flow execution. So how it will disturb if we write the conditional statement? So the conditional statements are used to decide whether the block has the execution of the block. So for example, so I wanted to skip the execution of this. I wanted to skip this execution. Okay. So for example, I'm going to take new file. Okay. Here only I'm going in this folder. I'm going to take new file. So flow.py, control flow.py. I'm taking new file. Okay, so here what I'm doing, so printer begin. Okay, printer begin. So here I'm writing um here I'm going to write what we can write, right? Okay, so just I'm giving print statements, print of statement one. Okay, print of statement one. Okay, and here I'm giving, okay, statement two, three, four, 5, and 6. Okay, print n, and also print statement 7, statement 8, statement 9, statement 10. Okay, so if I run this program, how it will executing? See, it is executing from begin 1 2 3 4 line by line, and it is ending. So this is the normal flow, but I wanted to disturb this flow. So for that I need to write some some statement. So some statements are two types: conditional statement and looping statements. So if you use the conditional statement, what will happen? Whether that block has to be execute or skip. Okay, so for example, skip this I wanted to skip this lines from the execution. So for example, I am writing one statement: if if some statement I am writing. Okay, Yogi equal to or y. Okay, y not in operator I am using. Okay, Yogi. Okay, so here this block I am pushing inside this statement, this statement. So what will happen? If it is true only, why not in Yogi? So this statement, if it is true only, this will execute, otherwise it will skip. See now, if I run this statement, see the output: begin statement 1, statement 2, it is skipping a 3 4 5 6, and 7 8 9 10 is executing. Okay, so previously it was executed one by one line, all the lines are executed, but now we are skipping these lines. So this statement, by writing this statement, so this statement is called control flow statement, this statement. So whatever the statements we are writing to disturb the normal flow, those statements all are called control flow statements. So this is the conditional statement. Okay, this is a conditional statement. I hope you are following. So if you not understand, just interrupt me and ask the question. Okay, so this is the conditional statements. There are three conditional statements: if, elif, else. If, elif, else. So we will see one by one. What is if? So the syntax will be, if you want to write in single line, so this is the if condition colon, and you can write the one statement. So if you have multiple statements, so this is the syntax. If you can write the condition, you can give the some statements. Okay. So condition returns true, it executes the block. Otherwise, skip the execution of the block. Okay. See here, if this condition is true, then it will execute. So for example, here I am making the condition is true. Okay, y in Yogi. So this is true, then this block will be executed. See, so now it is executed: 5 6 7 8 3 4 5 6 3 4 5 6 is executed. If it is not, if it is false, it is false, this statement is false, then this block is skipping the from the execution. Got it? And see the else block. Else block should be preceded by the if block. So after if block, we will use the else block. Say without if, we should not take write the else block. Okay, so before the else block, we should must create the if block. Okay, or elif block. If or elif block. Or also we can use while loop. There is in looping statements, there is a block called while loop or for block. Okay, we'll see. In the starting may difficult, but in further examples, we'll keep on using them, then we'll understand. Okay, so else block is preceded by the if block. So we must add if block before the else block. So already we have created if, right? So now I am giving the else block. So else is a syntax like this: else and this one. Okay, so if you keep these statements inside this, if you keep these statements inside this. So this is else. So else block will execute only if block condition is returning false. If it is failing, then it will come to else block. Else block. Okay, so let's see this. This is else block. So when this block is executed, when this if block is executed, so that is important. Okay, so if this condition is true, and this block will be executed. Okay, if this condition is false, and this block will be executed, else block will be executed. So this if else. So now tell me the output. Tell me the output. Now if I run this, what is the output now? So first it will print begin, statement 1, statement 2. So up to here, okay. So these three will print. And what is the next statement it will print? Which block it will print?
It will print else block.
Else block. Else block, because this statement is returning false. If false, okay, so whatever I selected, no, so this is returning false. This is returning false. So if it is false, it will never go inside this block. It will come to else block, and this will execute. Okay, now tell me. Okay, now tell me. So what block it will execute? It is directly we are giving true. So we are telling it you should go inside. Okay, so like that, now it will execute this block. Okay, so if you write the one statement like this, so it will check the condition, and it will return the boolean value, either true or false. Based on that boolean value, it will see which block should be executed. Okay, now run this. As you said, 7, 8, 9, 10 are the executed. So this block is skipped. Okay, so these statements we are calling conditional statements to disturb the normal flow execution. Okay, and there is one more block, elif. Okay, elif should be preceded by the either if block or another elif block. See, before the elif must be another elif or if. So the very first condition we should keep if only. Okay, okay, if only. So next it will we will write elif. So this is the flow. Like we can also write elif. Okay, so when elif will execute. Okay, so let me, elif is also kind of if statement only. Okay, so for example, this is failing, then this will come and check here. Okay, like and next here y in. So here I am writing two more conditions. Okay, so print 70. Okay, so 70. Okay, so now tell me how it will work. I'll tell you. See, first it will check the if condition. When if it is true, for sure it will go and execute this block, and after that these all are skipped, and directly it will come to end. Is this clear? If condition is true, it will execute inside this block, and it will skip entire this elif else, and directly it will come to here. This is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The second thing is, for example, if this statement is false, right now it is false, right? Why not in Yogi it is a false statement? Okay. Now it will come to the next elif block. Here if it is true, then it will execute and it will come out and print this. Okay. For example, I'm giving some I in Yogi. I in Yogi. So let me run this. See, begin 1 2, and directly the it will come to here. Print statement 70 is printed, because if is failed, then next elif is checking it is true, then it is printed. So for example, this is also failing. Okay, s in Yogi is also failing, right? And it will come to next elif block. Next elif block, here it is true, right? Previously both are true. This elif is true and this elif is true. Y in Yogi and I in Yogi both are true, but first elif is only executed, right? If you can see, first elif is only executed. Even this is also true, Y in Yogi is also true. Okay, but it is executed only this one. Okay, now if it is second elif is also first, if is fail, second if elif is fail, and again it will check the third elif. Now it is true, then it is printed 71. Again if it is also fail from x, and what will happen if is fail, elif is fail, elif is fail, then it will come to else block and it will execute these all statement. Now you can see statement 1 2, and after that 7 8 9 10. I hope you are understanding. If not, please ask your question.
Understood,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Okay. So these are the conditional statements. These are the conditional statements. So this is the syntax. Okay. So next, in the next class we will see the looping statements, and Lokesh, you can share the Telegram link, or so there we can update if anything, and if there are any updates. Just guys, please look at the chart. Okay, just copy that link and paste it in your notepad, so that that group you can join and follow the updates. Okay, just wait for link he is sharing. Okay, now I'm going to share these notes once again through the git. You can see now meanwhile. So today's class I was created conditional statements, right? Control flow statements. So in this, I'm going to add the nodes till now. So whatever I have told, right? So till here, from where, from special operators. Okay, just copy and paste it in this control flow, or not in this nodes.py. So here I'm giving the nodes. Okay. So up to here nodes is updated, and the code is also added here. Now this changes I'm going to push. Okay, this changes I'm going to push. So what is the command? How to push? So the first I need to take the git pull. Okay, now up to date, I'm already up to date. Now I'm going to git add space dot, I'm going to add my changes, and git commit minus m, and I'm giving the conditional statements is the topic. Okay, conditional statements, and here I'm giving git git push. Now this code is pushed to GitHub. Just refresh this, you can see the conditional statements commit. Okay, and Yashwant, you can take the git pull. So whatever I just push, no, that will come to your in your local. Okay. So guys, you people can create your GitHub account and share the email with me, and I'll give the access to this repository, so you can get the notes and programs through this GitHub. Okay.
Yeah, where we can, I mean, share our email ID in the Telegram channel.
Yeah, or else I have this thing. Let me show you. So I'll show you this. Here there is number, right?
Acha.
What
Okay.
number? Just send this to this number. I'll give the access to that repository.
Okay. Okay.
So just share it in this WhatsApp number.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks. Are there any doubts?
No, not so far.
Yeah. Please do the practice, then only you will get the doubts and you will get clarified, then you will get the knowledge.
Mm.
Otherwise we won't update our skill. Okay. So
Yeah,
with,
sure.
with practice only it will happen.
Yeah,
Okay guys, we will meet in the next class. Thank you.
sure. Okay.
Bye.
So every day, I think 9:30 you are starting the class, right?
Yes, 9:30.
Okay.
Just join and wait.
Hmm.
If I'm not joining, just I'll ping in the group. Just we will create, or you can feel free to ping in my WhatsApp number, so which I shared just now.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, keep in touch.
Sure.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Thanks.